Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. My name is Mohammed Maher representing Wala and I am a level 1 student. ट्रेन स्कूल इस्लामाबाद कैंपस जैसे कि बच्चों सबको पता है जब ये मत है किसी माइक साथ आते हैं तो आज भी हम एक साथ हैं जिसका टॉपिक वेग रोज बिंग इज हार्मफुल तो चलिए शुरू करते हैं लेट्स स्टार्ट
Hi, what's up?
How are you, Maya?
Good, thanks. You were just saying Chikarmaya, did you
Can you
have
hear
something you
me,
wanted
Maya?
to ask me? Of
Hello,
course.
Maya.
What's going on?
Can you hear me?
Hey there. Yeah, I can hear you. What's up?
Okay, Maya. So my first question is what is gossip and how is it different from normal conversation?
Gossip is when you're talking about someone who isn't there, usually in a negative way, but not always. Normal conversation is more like chatting about things happening with you and the people involved, not behind anyone's back. The difference is kind of whether people involved can actually talk for themselves in that conversation. What got you thinking about this? Take your time. Okay.
Okay, Maya. So my next question is where do people engage in gossip?
Honestly, everywhere. Work break rooms, school hallways, family gatherings, online, anywhere. People feel like they can't be overheard by whoever they're talking about. Seems to thrive in those spaces where people feel safe to share without the person around. Does that make sense? No rush. Okay.
Okay, Maya. So my next question is gossip ever harmless? We are we not?
I'm not sure I caught that. Did you mean to ask if I'll go meet someone? If so, I'm not really able to physically go places. I exist here as a voice, so I can't actually meet anyone. But maybe that wasn't what you meant? I'm here when you're ready. Okay.
Okay, Maya. So my next question is how can gossip affect a person reputation?
That's an interesting question. How do you make someone into a legend? I think it starts with people repeating their story. Like you remember moments they had, ideas they had, actions they took. It has to connect with people in some way, whether it's inspiring or teaching something. And it gets passed on through stories. So it's not really about being perfect, but more about what you do that resonates with others enough that they keep talking about you long after you're gone. What do you think? All right. I'm waiting when you're ready to continue.
Okay, Maya. So my next question is, what are the emotional effect of being gossiped about?
Being talked about behind your back sucks, plain and simple. It can make you question yourself, feel anxious and isolated, and lose trust in people you thought were on your side. It messes with your head and makes you wonder what people really think about you when you're not around. It's pretty brutal emotionally. Have you experienced that firsthand? Okay. Just let me know when you're ready for the next question.
Okay, Maya. So my next question is, have you ever been hurt by gossip? What happened?
That's not really something that applies to me personally. I'm an AI. I don't have personal experiences or feelings like hurt, but I can tell you what people have told me about being hurt by it. It's tough, right? Especially when it comes from people you trusted or when it spreads around and makes you feel like everyone is judging you. It really damages trust in relationships. No worries, take your time. I'm here when you want to continue.
Okay, so my next question is, how does gossip affect trust between friends?
I think you might be asking about how gossip affects trust between friends. If so, it destroys it pretty quickly. Once you know someone has been talking about you or about others behind their backs, it's hard to feel safe sharing things with them. It makes you wonder what they're saying about you when you're not around. Trust is built on vulnerability and honesty, and gossip breaks both of those. Is that what you were getting at? All right.
Okay, Maya. So my next question is: can gossip damage self-confidence? How?
Yeah, absolutely. Gossip definitely damages your confidence. When people are talking about you behind your back, it can make you start to believe those negative things they're saying about you, even if they're not true. It can also make you really self conscious, always wondering what people think. It chips away at your sense of self worth, which of course affects your health too. Stress and anxiety are pretty tough on your body. Okay, just let me know when you have another question.
Okay, Maya. So my next question is: where is it important to think before speaking about
I'm not quite
others?
sure. Everywhere. Like all the time. Before you say anything about someone, think about how you'd feel if they heard you. Would you want them to think that about you? Is what you're saying true, helpful, or necessary? It's easy to get caught up in the moment, but taking those few seconds to pause before you speak can save a lot of heartache. Okay, I'm here when you're ready to move forward.
Okay, Maya. So my next question is: how does gossip reflect a person's character? So give me the answer, Maya.
I think you might be asking how someone's facial expressions reflect their character or what their personality is like. If so, I'd say it's about more than just what you see at first glance. It's about whether they seem genuine, sincere, friendly, how their expressions match their words, little things like honesty, warmth, or even whether someone seems genuinely happy for others can come through in their face. What got you curious about this? All right. Take your time with your next question whenever you're ready.
Okay, Maya. So my next question is: how does gossip create misunderstanding in society?
I'm a little lost here. Could you repeat the question? I didn't catch everything clearly. It sounded like maybe you said how does create distancing in societies, but I'm not sure on the first few words. No worries. Try again when you're ready.
Okay, Maya. So my next question is: can gossip lead to conflict? give an
I'm
explanation.
not sure I understood your question clearly. Could you please repeat it?
Okay.
The audio sounds a bit
Okay,
fragmented.
Maya. So my
Okay.
question is, can gossip lead to conflicts? Give an explanation.
I'm still having trouble understanding um the beginning of your question. Can you maybe try rephrasing it? The words sound a little unclear to me. Take your time, no rush. Whenever you're ready to try again.
Maya. So my next question is, can gossip lead to conflict? Give an explanation. Maya, give me long answer and very interesting answer.
Sure. What's the question? Just let me know what you want me to answer and I'll give you a long and interesting response.
Maya, so my next question is, how does gossip important impact teamwork in school or workplace?
Gossip can absolutely destroy teamwork, whether it's at school or work. Creates this atmosphere of distrust where people aren't sure who to believe or who might be talking about them behind their backs. It breeds cliques and divides. So instead of working together, people start focusing on whose side or who's being excluded. Basically, it shuts down open communication and makes everyone uncomfortable, which means people stop collaborating and problems don't get solved. Good teamwork needs trust and respect, and gossip pretty much destroys both. Okay. Take your time with your next question.
Okay, Maya. So my next question is, where is gossip dangerous? Disclose communities.
I'm not quite catching the words. Could you please say that again? I think the audio might be a bit scrambled. I heard something about ghost life being dangerous, but I'm not confident I got it right. No worries. Take your time when you're ready.
Okay, Maya. So my next question is, where is gossip dangerous in close communities? Give me long answer, Maya.
I think you're asking about dangers of clothing while skiing, right? If so, that's a good question. Like loose, flowing clothes can get caught on skis or lift mechanisms. Layers are important, but too many can restrict movement and make you overheat. And you definitely want waterproof layers. Getting wet in cold weather can be dangerous. It's about balancing mobility, warmth, and safety up on the slopes. Okay.
Okay, Maya. So my last question is,
Mm-hmm.
how can gossip break relationship?
That's a tough one. Relationships break for a lot of reasons. Sometimes people just grow apart and have different goals. Sometimes broken through dishonesty or betrayal. Sometimes someone's needs aren't being met or they're not feeling respected. The hardest part is usually facing that you're not happy or the other person isn't and realizing you need to be honest about it. Is there something specific about that you're thinking about? All right, that was your last question. Thanks for chatting with me today.
सो बस ये थी हमारी आज की माया। उम्मीद करता हूँ आपको पसंद आई होगी। मिलते हैं किसी नेक्स्ट माया के साथ। तब तक के लिए अल्लाह हाफिज़। पाकिस्तान जिंदाबाद। रियाना स्कूल। अल्लाह हाफिज़।